And welcome back. With us right now from Third Mutual is Jules Zalon. Zalon or Zelon?
Zalon.
Zalon. I had 3 chances, and good to see you here, sir.
It's nice to be here.
We've talked about some things before that we're going to get into in a minute, the auto hobby shop and all. And I know you've been away for a while, so we thank you for coming in and sort of filling the shoes for James, who was going to come on today, but I think he's away himself, am I right? So thank you very much. One of the first things you want to talk about is all the different offerings for entertainment, cultural offerings around this area, right?
It's really quite amazing. I just recently got a flyer for what's called the Community Concert Series, a series of 6 professional concerts for the astounding price of $60. I mean, $10 for a concert is really, and these are world class. These are great, highly recognized musicians. Anyone who loves concert classical music should jump at the opportunity because they're probably going to be sold out.
And this is at Soca, right?
No, this is going to be at our performance. At the PA,
Okay, I was reading your notes here and I saw Soca listed.
No. It's going to be at the Clubhouse 3, our own, our own theater. It's really quite remarkable. One of the problems is there's so many gifted performers in around, but there's a relatively few really world-class so-called people who charge phenomenal fees, and they take the oxygen out of the room. Yo-Yo Ma has for years been charging $90,000 for a concert.
Right.
Which is, I mean, good for him, but it becomes a problem for all the other people that are looking to get their foot in the door and are really essentially on the same class. Maybe their technique is a little bit different, but even our music schools are graduating scores of really excellent, talented people.
Yes.
Every year.
And we've had a few of them on through Valerie Geller, who at one time was part of the symphony, the Emeritus Symphony. Now she has her own symphony, but still does things for the community here. And she'll bring on, to me, these young kids that are phenomenal. We'll often have them play at the side of the set.
Just remarkable. We in our old hometown, Maplewood, New Jersey, we had a small chamber music series that included Carter Bray, the cellist, Ani Kabafian, the violinist, and they would bring in their friends from the Lincoln Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center. World-class people. I mean, highly recognized. Joseph Kallichstein, as an example, Michael Tree. The concerts cost $25. Yeah. And Carter Bray is the principal cellist at the New York Philharmonic. We saw him at Segerstrom a couple of months ago, as a soloist. So these people, there is such a surfeit of really talented, great people, and we have the chance to, to see it in.
That's fantastic.
And of course we have the other cultural activities around here. We have the Theater Guild, the Old Pros.
Right. So a lot of offerings. I mean, it's really amazing.
There are a lot of offerings. Soca is quite remarkable. It's like a 15-minute drive from here. We had first row tickets to the Emerson String Quartet, $40.
Yeah, you can't beat
we
that.
We had previously seen the Emerson at Disney. We were, we had a box seat in the bleachers 2/3 of the way back. The tickets cost $85. So we really have a Murray Pariah, perhaps the most highly regarded pianist in the world, $50 for front row seats.
Right.
So there really is there's this surfeit of
it really is. And when it comes to Soca, I think I don't know exactly when it will happen, but I do know that the Transportation Services Department here is having
they're having a bus there. Right.
And I know you can sign up for that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Now those go. That is the free bus to take it there and bring you back. That sells out very quickly. There's limited space. Now, of course, you can still go and see these wonderful performances at Soca on your own.
Sure, and the sound there is really, it's actually better than Disney.
Is it really?
It's designed by the same acoustician, Yoshida Toyota. But of course it's a 1,200 seat perfect concert hall rather than 2,500 seats where, you know, you just, it's almost, you know, Disney is almost too big for certain types of performances, concerts, piano recitals of that sort.
Right.
It's just so big. But this thing is just wonderful.
Yeah, we'll take advantage of that.
Yeah. I wanted to return to a subject I had mentioned the last time I was on your program, and that's the real risk that our members are, you know, vulnerable to unscrupulous or self-interested auto mechanics. I mean, most of our people, all of our people are elderly. The majority of them are women, not recognized, you know, as great auto mechanic experts. My cousin Vinny, to the contrary, notwithstanding. But
that was a good movie, by the way.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But the point is that we're really at risk to, you know, self-interested auto mechanics who diagnose the problem and then make money by you know, fixing up or doing the work. I wrote a letter to the editor of the Globe a little over a month ago, identifying 2 experiences I had with a local auto repair shop. One of them said I needed a radiator and a heater core replacement for like $2,500. I went to another guy, he replaced the radiator and a couple of hoses and charged me $600. The next time I went there, I mean, everybody's entitled to make a mistake.
Right.
I was told that I needed an intake manifold contraption, which would cost $2,300 because it was a check engine light on. I went to the second guy and he turned the check engine light code off on my car computer. The problem was resolved. The guy didn't even charge me.
Wow.
So I wrote this letter and 80 people wrote back and said, who was the guy? Which I identified.
Right.
And they also wanted to know who was the guy who fixed it, but unfortunately he's retired. But 20 of those people then wrote me back and said they had a similar experience with this guy. So, you know, the question is how you protect our, you know, our residents, you know, from essentially being exploited. And one of the ways of doing it is to get an independent diagnosis. And, you know, we had talked the last time about the auto hobby shop that is presently being considered by GRF. In addition to having the, you know, the bays for actually servicing the cars and washing them, what is anticipated is to get an auto diagnostician who his job is solely to evaluate, tell you what's wrong with the car, and then have no personal interest. You know, the person can go off and get the work done any way they want.
I remember years ago, and I don't know if they still do this, but AAA used to have that service.
Really?
And what they would do, let's say you were buying a used car. This is, I might say, before the days of the certified used car. So you're going back maybe 25 years ago or so. But you could take your car if the person would let you. Let's say you found a car off a dealer's lot, and take the car over there, and they would do a once-over. I forget what they charged. They did charge for it. And they would evaluate the car for you and turn around and go, this car is fine, or this is what it would need. They didn't do any repairs, of course, but it was a great service. I do not think they do that anymore. But it was a nice service.
That's one of the things that the auto, you know, the auto hobby shop will, you know, will make available, and it's right on the, you know, it's right around the corner. Hopefully it will be right in, you know, on our campus.
So is this something that's being actively looked at?
Yeah, we're actually discussing it. We've spoken to some people, you know, that would, you know, come on board and do that. Because, I mean, we're really, in so many of our daily activities, we're really vulnerable. We are subject to the integrity of the people we deal with, be it doctors or stockbrokers or investment advisors or auto mechanics or politicians.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go to somebody, you expect they're going to give you you're relying on their integrity. So when you go to an auto repair shop, you're going to rely on this guy's word that what he tells you is so. When you elect a politician, you expect that the decisions they make are for your benefit and not for their own.
No, really?
While we're
Is that what they're
talking
supposed to do?
Yeah. So, those are hopefully when the auto body, the hobby shop comes online, we'll have that service right here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll keep following that. I think that'd be a great benefit. We'll see how that goes, and
yes,
and wait for it to be brought up at one of the. What meeting would it be brought up? What committee right now?
Well, I think it already went to GRF. I guess the next step is for them to act on it.
Yeah. All right, that'll be interesting to see.
It'll be fun.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add for today?
No, I think this is it's a nice overcast day for an eclipse.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I said earlier. I think we're going to go from an overcast day to an overcast day, basically. And we'll see if we'll be able to at least
we just missed the Perseid shower a couple of last week, which is the shooting stars.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Next year it's going to be fantastic because it's going to be no moon, which means that if it's clear, it's going to be a real light show in the sky.
Yeah, I remember seeing that before a few years back, and it was kind of neat
remarkable.
To see. Yeah. Good to see you.
It's good to be here.
Jules. Thank you very much, and we'll be right back.